Hey guys, welcome to today's leg and glute Pilates workout. For this you're going to need a resistance band, but don't worry if you haven't got one, you can still follow the workout as normal. So firstly we're going to start off with a warm up. So we're just going to be doing some abductors just on the floor, and we're going to pulse it. And then we're going to extend our leg out and then bring it back in. Then we're going to leave our leg out to the side. I'm going to pulse it up and down, just really small movements. Then once you've done that side, we're going to swap over to the other and do exactly the same thing. Nice deep breaths, keep the core nice and tight and keep them heels together. Again, extending the leg out, keep the toe nice and pointed, bring the knees all the way together and back out. Well done. So we're going to start with the workout, so make sure your resistance band is in between your thighs, and we're going to start off with some glute kickback variations. So for this first one we're going to keep the working leg straight, and you're going to bring it on the diagonal, nice pointed toe, and here I'm telling you to keep your core nice and tight because you don't want to let your back arch. Here we're going to flex our foot, bend our knee in and do some glute pulses. And then here we're doing a full range of motion just to finish. Then we're doing the exact same on the other leg, so start with an extended leg, then bend the knee in, do glute pulses, and then full range of motion kickbacks. Again, making sure the back doesn't drop too low. Here we're just stretching off a little bit, doing our arches and stretching out our abs at the bottom. Here we're going to lift our foot off the ground, so you're trying to squeeze your heel in as far into your hamstring glute as you can. Here you should really feel the tension on the hamstrings, again keeping that core nice and tight. So here we're going to get into a plank position and we're going to do some leg abductors on one knee. So going all the way out till that resistance band's fully stretched out, and then we're going to come back in, and then once you've done that leg we're going to do exactly the same on the other leg. You can do this on your hands as well, I just prefer to do it on the elbows because it works the core a little bit more. Try and keep your hips as parallel as you can during this exercise as well. Well done. Let's just do a child's pose to stretch that out. And then we're going to move on to the next exercise. So for this one you're not going to need your resistance band, and we're going to do some seated leg raises. So this is really going to burn the quad muscles. So keeping the chest up nice and high, keeping the leg turned out as well. Next, let's go onto our elbows and we are going to do leg switches. So you don't want to bring the leg all the way to the floor, you want a tiny little gap there, so we're still keeping the core nice and engaged. Here I've just lowered my upper body and adding a little stretch in there as well. Good, well done. Have a couple of seconds to recover. If you'd like, you can pop your resistance band back onto your thighs, just above your knees. And we're going to do some glute bridge variations. So we're going to start lifting our hips off the floor and pushing our legs out so that we are working our glute medius. Next we're going to do a leg raise, still holding that glute bridge, so we're pushing our hips up and putting the weight into the heels. Throughout this whole movement you should be squeezing onto your glutes and keeping that core nice and tucked in. So here we are going to lift our hips off the floor. This time our hands are straight and you're going to do the same thing. So legs are going out, knees out as far as possible. You're basically going to bring one leg to one side and join the other one. So you want to make sure that your hips are staying parallel and it's just the knees that are making the movement. Here we are just doing some gentle leg raises just to burn out that quad that little bit extra. Make sure you're keeping the upper body nice and still during this exercise, you don't want to bring it forward. So we're going to roll over onto our stomach. And here we are going to raise the leg to the back, nice and straight, squeezing the glute and bringing it down nice and slowly. If you like I've just done here, you can raise both legs at the same time, or if you just want to keep it to the singles like this, you can totally do so, whichever you prefer. Here we're just going to do some leg flutters, and 3, 2, 1, relax. Well done. Let's move on swiftly. So we are sitting back onto our elbows or hands, and we are switching the legs. So one is on the top, one is on the bottom, and then we're alternating, and then we're going to go into leg flutters again. Let's have a little stretch here, just in between the workout. Raise your arm and twist your body. Try and face your head to the back. Here, let's do a nice hamstring stretch. Make sure to push your shoulders into the floor for this exercise so you get that extra stretch along the hamstring. And then once you've done that leg, bring the other leg over the top and pull that leg in. And bring both knees into the chest, and if you like you can rock side to side. Yeah, we are going to do little circles with our leg. Try and keep it as small as you can. And we're just squeezing all the leg muscles. Again, bring the other one up and small circles. And pop it down, well done. So for this next exercise, similar to one we've done before, however we are doing it single leg. So that top leg is resting on that knee, we're squeezing the glutes, keeping our arms nice and straight. Again, pushing through that heel, keeping the core nice and tight. And we're just going to switch legs and do exactly the same. Well done. Let's add our resistance band back on. We are almost at the end. Here we are going to do some side leg raises. Again, working the abductors and them out to thighs. Yeah, we're just pulsing it again to get that extra little burn. And here we are going to go to the front, all the way to the back, and bring it back round. And repeat that movement. And here we're going to lift the hips off the floor and do your abductors. If you want, you can do this without the hip raise. It just makes it a little bit more difficult if you add in that hip raise. And we're going to do exactly the same phrase, just with the other leg. Make sure for this exercise your knee is pointing towards the front, so you're really getting the full engagement. Good job, well done. all we're going to do to finish is have a stretch off. So we're doing a nice deep lunge here with the back leg straight, and I'm just bringing my chest forward so I get a bit extra stretch. And then you're just going to swap legs, start with the chest up and then slowly bring it down to the floor. Here we're doing a child's pose. In this position, make sure you have a nice deep breath. Just to finish, we're going to stretch off our arms and our chest as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this workout. Let me know if you followed along. If you'd like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.